to tell you this. ये जो ये इतने hot acts कर रहे हैं ना आजकल, मेरे लिए बड़ी दिक्कत हो गई है. He really works hard for it. Like एक तरफ लोग इनका end product देखते हैं, result देखते हैं कि अरे ये बहुत अच्छी है. Like, but I have seen him putting so much of hard work towards it.
I don't have fright of stage. I don't have performance pressure, but that fear of unknown that happens on the day of the performance. No matter how well you prepare, sometimes it's just not your day. See, we're both mature. I trust her. I trust my relationship. So I don't have any insecurities.
हाँ, मेरे लिए थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है. क्या करूँ? कैसे इन लड़कियों की नजरों से बचा के रखूँ मैं?
Thank you, Vivek. Thank you, Divyanka. This was long overdue. A joint interview with you two. Much before Vivek, you entered Jhalak.
Ji, absolutely. This was, I don't know why, it just so happened that it kept getting delayed, and now we're meeting after what, 7 years?
7 years.
6-7 years?
7 years, and I must tell you that you are still looking the same.
Right.
Not just here, but on screen also.
Okay.
Because I've seen the episodes of Jhalak,
Ji.
where you are doing quite well, and you're looking as young as before.
Thank you, sir.
So क्या कुछ कर रहे हो उसके लिए खास, या for this show you had lost weight consciously?
No, so it was very last minute. I got onto the show. It was not decided from before. So I don't have prepared in that sense. I would have loved to have some time in hand and, थोड़ा सा अपने आप को फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी के ऊपर या थोड़ी कंडीशनिंग डांसिंग वाइज थोड़ा कंडीशनिंग मैं कर सकता अगर मेरे पास टाइम होता तो, but that didn't happen. In fact, the first performance that I did, I literally had 3 or 4 days to prepare for it.
Okay.
So there was another show that I was supposed to do, which got pushed. And then I thought, why delay it? I thought I can always do Jhalak maybe next year. I want to focus on fiction right now. But because that got delayed, not saying that this was my second option or anything, but I just felt that I'm underprepared for Jhalak. I would have loved to, like I said, I would have loved to have some workshops of dancing because I've not danced in 6 years. Last when we did Nachbali, that was like long back. So I've not been in practice of dancing, and it's mind and body coordination. Na?
Yeah.
That I felt that, oh my God, how will I pull this through in such a short duration of time? So yeah.
So he was actually contemplating. He asked me, "Div, मैं ये कैसे कर सकता हूँ? से मुझे नहीं लगता मुझे करना चाहिए." And but somehow I always have this faith in Viv that he can pull off anything if he decides to. He has this amazing willpower, adapting power. ये बहुत ही जल्दी अडेप्ट करके नई चीजें सीख लेते हैं और ये मैंने देखा है पेशेंट के साथ. मतलब जिस चीज में मुझे थोड़ा लंबा टाइम लगता है, मेहनत लगती है, पता करके निकल जाता है. नहीं, बट आप में वो टैलेंट है कि आप में वो जज्बा है. What is the talent? Jazba.
I think also it's to do with me who's always been physical. I've always been mobile. I can't sit still in one place. I'm very fidgety. I'm very active. And this has been from the start, from my younger days also. My mother has always, during my childhood also, she's always told me कि मुझे वैसे बच्चे नहीं चाहिए who are like continuously studying. मुझे वैसे बैलेंस बच्चे चाहिए जो फटाफट से अपना जो काम करना है, होमवर्क करना फटाफट करो और बाहर जाके खेलो. बिकॉज सोशल ग्रोथ, फिजिकल एक्टिविटी बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. तो जो खेलने के आवर्स थे ना, शी वाज वेरी कंपल्सिव अबाउट दोस आवर्स दैट मेक श्योर यू डू दैट एवरी डे बिकॉज दैट विल एनहांस योर ग्रोथ. सो आई थिंक वो दैट सीड वाज.
इनके खेलने वाले आवर्स अब भी चल रहे हैं. अगर अभी घर पे होते हैं ऐसे पूरा दिन ना, तो he gets really edgy. And I have to tell him, आप बाहर जाओ, कुछ करके आओ, physical activity. He really needs to be out.
There was a very interesting comment which Arshad made that Vivek has a very strong body.
See.
I think Divyanka will be able to throw light on that.
हाँ जिस नच में मुझे उठा के घुमा दिया तो स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉडी तो है but then he really works hard for it. Like एक तरफ लोग इनका एंड प्रोडक्ट देखते हैं, रिजल्ट देखते हैं कि अरे ये बहुत अच्छी है, like he can do so many Parker techniques with such ease, but I have seen him putting so much of hard work towards it, and he does it relentlessly. So many days, like हफ्ते में अगर he trains for 6 days, 7th day तो मैं जबरदस्ती छुट्टी दिलवाती थी इन्हें, लेकिन सच है दिन भी अगर ये कर रहे हैं अपनी प्रैक्टिस पार्कर की या जिम्नास्टिक्स की जो चोट लगा के आते थे, किसी दिन बैक में पेन है, किसी दिन शोल्डर में एक है, किसी दिन यहाँ क्रैम्प्स आ रहे हैं, कभी कहीं और चोटें लगी है, every day he would come back to it and he wouldn't stop. And this is happening when he was not doing any project. So जो बंदा इतना डेडिकेटेड अपने क्राफ्ट की तरफ, जब कोई प्रोजेक्ट है भी नहीं तो जो इतना एफर्ट डाल रहा है, then this person ought to be strong enough. And फिर ये विल पावर के लिए भी बात करते हैं, like इनका विल पावर भी शो करता है कि he is very focused.
Why is this suddenly? I feel that this is like my advertisement going on.
So, but how did you loosen up for this? I mean, for this particular show, the dances which you are doing, did some prep go into the dance aspect of it?
Not really, not before Jhalak started. See, I don't have fright of stage. I don't have performance pressure, but I do get scared of that fear of unknown that happens on the day of the performance. You know that no matter how well you prepare, sometimes it's just not your day. You know, where you ought to miss out on something or the other.
Yeah.
That is what I fear. That I hope that everything, because it's all live, it's not pre-shot or anything. There are, as actors, we are generally, as camera actors, we are generally, spoiled with going for another take.
Yeah.
But here it's all live, and our judges are very sharp, especially Farah ma'am. She's so meticulous, the way she's watching you. Like if it's a 4-count step and it's a very fast one, like 1, 2, 3, 4. After the third one, she'll point out whether on camera or later on to you in person that you missed the 4th step, the 4th beat. So she's very sharp and you can't fool her. You know, you can't get away.
Yeah.
So those are the things that you're like, okay, I want to do this right. And I also, not just to impress the judges, but genuinely, I want to be a better dancer.
A perfectionist. At times I have to tell him to ease out a bit, but
yeah, so there is this problem that it's not a problem for me. It's what I've lived with, being a perfectionist. There's a problem with people around me or surrounding me, my family, especially my wife, who I live with every single day. So I realized that before I used to confuse myself that do I have an OCD or am I a perfectionist? What is the difference? But I realized that I don't have an OCD, but I am a perfectionist. But if something's kept this way, then might as well keep it straight. Now, why? If it's there, then keep it straight. So
Divyanka is going to go home and check everything again.
I myself, I keep my home pretty tidy.
Yeah, she is.
I'm always at it.
I'm glad that she is the way.
So Farah, of course, she's done some amazing songs. I mean, she's choreographed so many actually.
She's so witty.
She's witty. She's absolutely witty.
Humor, man.
Huh?
She has me in fits because sometimes it's so subtle with a poker face. She'll just deliver.
Yeah.
And then you are like, I can't get over it. That statement that just comes out like a jiffy, like that. It takes me like a minute to kind of compose myself and be normal.
Yeah, like she told you, and you're paid to do these dances.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did you feel when Malaika and Arshad pointed out some things about you? They had their, judgment saying, अच्छा chemistry नहीं है partner के साथ एक particular dance में.
Yeah. So honestly, there was an opening week. And grand opening week में ना, it's more to familiarize yourself with the setup. It was more of an ice breaking between the artists and the judges.
And even with the choreographer.
And the choreographer, you're basically creating that community vibe together. That we're going to be here to stay and let's chill and let's be pushing each other and motivate one another and all of that. So it was that. So all happy vibes and all of that. So suddenly, all the 11 performances, everything's positive. And then suddenly, it felt a little daunting that there was nothing positively said about our performance. So I felt like, it came a little as a...
Like a jerk.
It was like a jerk, like you said, but for that 1 minute, I felt it, like my heartbeat dropped, that, there was nothing positive. But then when I watched my act, and we watched it together, I said...
So I expected कि जिस हिसाब से इन्होंने बताया था कि कुछ भी पॉजिटिव नहीं बोला गया था, he was the only one जिनके साथ ऐसा हुआ, मुझे लगा कुछ बहुत ज्यादा गड़बड़ हुई होगी. But when we watched it and we also prepared our family कि देखिए ज्यादा expectation मत रखना, ऐसा है. So everybody was prepared कि ओके कुछ गड़बड़ होगा act में. But we watched it together and I was absolutely, no, you were good. Yes, expressions can be worked on. Because obviously he had a different vision for that song from the vision that the judges had. They saw it like a jodi, and he was more into the dark space. Because clothing in black diya gaya tha. So he was.
So I had envisioned Ravan.
Acha.
In my head, I was playing Ravan.
Okay.
Because the mascara, the black, and everything, the beard. So I in fact accentuated a little bit, I exaggerated my beard a little bit. So in my head I'm playing Ravan, which made me look black. Now there's a very subtle difference between, as actors obviously we understand this, You can't be blank. And I was blank, in certain parts. So that's what Arshad sir picked on, that's what everyone picked on. And then I felt, there must be something good.
Dancing तो अच्छी थी.
Dancing तो नीतीश कुछ बोलो, dancing के बारे में कुछ तो बोलो. But then when we watched it, in hindsight, obviously, coming to the next performance, you realize obviously they've got nothing against. It's nothing personal, They said what they felt, and then the next one they gave me a standing ovation also.
Yeah.
So it's all a part of learning. It's all a part of adapting, and then you only perform better when you are receiving something like that.
So coming to dancing, Divyanka, नच बलिए में तो कर लिया. उसके बाद आप लोग कभी जाते वाते हो कि डिस्को में डांस कर रहे हैं, या किधर घर पे कोई गाने पे उन्होंने डांस शुरू कर दिया?
अभी हम यहाँ पे जूलियट में जिस रेस्टोरेंट में बैठे हैं, लास्ट मैंने यहीं पे डांस किया था किसी एक पार्टी में पिछले 2 सालों में, आपके बर्थडे पे. नहीं तो इट्स बीन इयर्स, लोग कभी पार्टी नहीं कर पा रहे होते बिकॉज कभी ये फ्री नहीं होते, कभी मैं नहीं होती और कभी होते, तो इट्स मोर लाइक अ सिट डाउन थिंग फॉर अस, क्योंकि हम अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ कैच अप कर रहे होते. सो आई बीन आफ्टर हिज लाइफ कि मुझे ले चलो कहीं क्लबिंग के लिए.
क्यों नहीं लेके जाता? क्योंकि she'll get harrowed.
Mobbed. But you'll go for movies,
Movies is still slightly more sophisticated than partying. With alcohol, people tend to become over friendly.
Washrooms are women's favorite space to ask for pictures. ये तो हमेशा से है. तो especially clubs में, restaurants में, अगर मैं गलती से वॉशरूम अकेले गई, मुझे अकेले ही जाना होता है, तो फिर वहाँ पे मॉबिंग हो रही होती है. So हाँ, ये मुझे अकेले भी नहीं कई बार छोड़ पा रहे होते हैं. अब आफ्टर झलक मेरा होगा इनके साथ ऐसा. I have to tell you this. ये इतने hot acts कर रहे हैं ना आजकल, मेरे लिए बड़ी दिक्कत हो गई है.
So Divyanka, tell me honestly, there are some moves, there are many moves now that he's doing with Lipsa, which are very hot, very romantic. They are quite close with each other. Do you really feel that I should have been there, one? And two, इसकी क्लास लेते हो बाद में कि नहीं?
क्लास लेती हूँ कि ठीक से क्यों नहीं किया, अगर अच्छे से ज्यादा क्लोज नहीं थे तो क्यों नहीं?
नहीं, don't deviate from the answer. Don't deviate from the answer. Okay, let me ask you straight. Do you feel jealous?
Question is, what do you want to hear? No, I don't feel jealous.
Okay.
सच्ची बताओ. We've not actually spoken about this. This is very interesting that you bring in this up. Yeah, even I would want to know.
Okay, I don't feel jealous at all, especially because I know you're performing. Like, even I'm an actor. Being an actor, I know कल को मैंने कल को ही किया, मैंने पहले भी तो कितने आपके साथ शादी होने के बाद I used to do scenes with Raman. I used to Karan Patel, मोहब्बत देवी. And आगे भी करूँगी, राजीव खंडेलवाल के साथ मैंने शो किया है, कोल्ड लस्सी और चिकन मसाला. आगे भी करती रहूँगी. और मैं खुद जब मैं परफॉर्म कर रही होती हूँ तब मैं वो किरदार होती है, और वो दिव्यांका त्रिपाठी नहीं कर रही है वो क्लोज सीन्स. वो दिव्यांका है ही नहीं, वो कोई और है. मेरी रूह किसी और की है, और that's how I am as an actor. So when Vivek performs with anyone, I know he's playing a character. It's not him enjoying the other person.
That's the perk and understanding you get being married to an actor. Had it been I think from a different industry, then थोड़ा सा maybe समझाना पड़ता.
Rather feel bad अगर ये कोई अपना परफॉर्मेंस दे रहे हैं और ये सोचकर अच्छा ना दे कि अरे मेरी उसको खराब लगेगा. I would feel really bad.
Okay, I want to know how is Vivek towards that same brief. Like, okay, if she's doing a character and today suppose she's doing a web series. Or web series में तो, you know, there's a little bit more than usual than you see in movies or than you see in TV shows, of course. So will you allow her, if allow her is the right word, will you, if that is the right word, is an abandoned word, okay.
Not between us.
Okay.
So, okay.
Will you feel
But by the way, allow
taken aback?
Conversation हुआ है. जब मैंने विवेक से बोला कि you know what, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है that you allow me to do it, like allow. उस दिन से मुझे पता लगा, okay, allow is not the.
चलो ये सीन मान लेते हैं कि ये आपको आगे बताती है कि ऐसी एक सीन है या ऐसे कुछ लाइंस हैं.
No, I would rather not know. First of all, if she's short, see, we're both mature. I trust her. I trust my relationship. So I don't have any insecurities in terms of, what will happen and that. None of that happens. I would rather not know the details. When it appears on screen, I will have that awkward moment for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then just pass. I will not discuss it with her. I'll keep it to myself because I understand,
Yeah,
it is obviously a bit uncomfortable. For example, she had this scene with Rajiv. With Rajiv, where they're licking off. I think she's feeding her something with some. What is
Ice cream was it?
Ice cream. He's licking her finger, and I got. I can't bear to see it. So I said, is there more? I asked her. She said, nahi, to nahi, because if there is more, then let's just skip it to the next scene.
And he's the one who made me watch the entire series. नहीं तो मैं generally अपना काम देखती नहीं, मैं करती और आगे बढ़ जाती. He was making me sit through it.
But मुझे नहीं idea था ना. That I'm putting myself into a trouble.
But मुझे honestly पता नहीं चला कि आपके मन में कुछ भी हुआ उस समय, क्योंकि आपने दिखाया ही नहीं. वो अंदर ही अंदर हुआ और मैंने अंदर ही रख लिया. आज मुझे पता चला.
I must congratulate you for this very honest answer.
So now I
इसने
know.
तो बहुत diplomatic answer है.
But मैंने ऐसे कुछ किया नहीं है.
कैरेक्टर में है ये वो वगैरह पूरा ज्ञान दिया इसने मेरे को.
नहीं, but also we'll see when there's a real deal happening. That's when you do another interview and then we'll get to her sentiments because अभी तो dance है ना.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
If I may interrupt, हमारी बात हुई अभी काम करते हुए वाली. तो जब मैं काम करते हुए इन्हें देखती हूँ मुझे चाहिए कि हाँ ये पूरी तरह से समर्पित होकर सॉरी इससे अच्छा शब्द नहीं मिला अंग्रेजी में, पर मैं चाहती हूँ पूरी तरह से समर्पित होकर वो वाला किरदार निभाएं. लेकिन जब मैं बाकी आगे पीछे देख रही होती कि सारी लड़कियां ड्रूल कर रही होती हैं इन पे, पूरा फैंडम ड्रूल कर रहा है क्योंकि आजकल ये बहुत हॉट बन के घूम रहे हैं, जो कि ऑफ कोर्स इट मेक्स मी फील प्राउड बिकॉज आई नो ही हैज वर्कड हार्ड फॉर इट आल्सो. ऐसी बॉडी इतने आराम से नहीं बनती, उसके लिए बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है एंड यू डू इट इन द मोस्ट नेचुरल वे पॉसिबल. तो इस मेहनत का फल मिल रहा है. लेकिन फिर सारी लड़कियां ना मुझे मैसेजेस कर रही होती हैं, मेरी फ्रेंड्स, रिलेटिव्स, फैंस बोलते जीजू को ना बचा के रखना, आप देखो लड़कियां लट्टू रही हैं.
आपको कोई मैसेज आया है फोन पर लड़कियों का?
इन्हीं को आता है.
सब मुझे ही बोल रहे होते हैं.
मुझे कोई कुछ नहीं बोलता.
इन्हें मतलब मालूम है लड़कियों को भी कि अगर इन्हें छेड़ना तो मेरे थ्रू छेड़ भी सकते हैं. एंड वहां पे हाँ मेरे लिए थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है. एंड मेरी सिस्टर से इनफैक्ट दीदी से बात हो रही थी.
ओके.
लड़कियां तो बड़ी लड़की है, बड़ी मैंने कहा हाँ यार क्या करूं, कैसे भी लड़कियों की नजरों से बचा के रखूं मैं.
But she takes pride. In all honesty, she never feels affected by any of the attention that I get or whatever.
Yeah, I laugh whenever he tells me.
In fact, she only comes and tells me because, like I said, I don't get those messages myself. It gets routed via her. So then she's like, oh, आपके बारे में ये बोल रही थी, ये बोल रही थी.
आप भी तो मुझे कभी कभी बताते हो कि कभी किसी लड़की ने कुछ ऐसा इंटरेस्टिंग कमेंट किया है.
So Divyanka, tell me, and Vivek, you made a very startling comment that मैं इस तरह से प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ, रात को नींद में भी डांस करता रहता हूँ, and very soon Divyanka may throw me out of our bed. So you know what question I'm trying to ask now. What is the current status?
Am I still dancing? Am I still?
No, you're more settled now. Now you're not dancing while sleeping, but you're sleeping lesser. So I keep a very keen eye on him. Actually, मैं बहुत light sleeper हूँ. So the moment he tosses and turns and everything, मैं जग जाती हूँ. And I'm seeing that he's generally troubled about the next day's performance or rehearsals. या एक रात पहले ने क्योंकि अपना परफॉर्मेंस देख लिया होता है तो गाना बज रहा होता है उसके दिमाग में. सो इस मैंने क्योंकि बाद में पूछा कि आप सो क्यों नहीं पा रहे हो, टेल्स मी.
So you didn't ask him to sleep in a separate room or on a separate bed?
No, I would
have in fact तो एक बार मैंने इन्हें भेजा भी है दूसरे रूम में so that he can sleep better. Because हमारे रूम में कई बार कुछ noises आ रहे हैं.
भेजा तो मैं खुद कह रहा. तूने कब भेजा मुझे दूसरे रूम में?
अच्छा खुद कह के मैंने बोल दिया ओके.
No, because I know that I'm fidgety, so I deliberately I said okay, let me just move to the other room. You sleep properly because मुझे पता है कि she's also not sleeping because of me. Every time I would move, she'll be like relax.
इसलिए हुआ था.
It's okay, relax. I said, why are you sleeping? She's like, I can't sleep because you are so fidgety. So I said, okay, I'll move to the other.
So has this?
Otherwise, would you tell me, यार मुझे ना समझ नहीं दे रहे, आप निकल जाओ इस कमरे से.
So are you less fidgety now? कुछ weeks हो गए हैं अभी शो को.
नहीं, but one night before the performance, I am still.
He's very fidgety and I have to force him to sleep extra. ये जल्दी उठ जाते हैं जबकि जरूरत भी नहीं होती है.
तो रात को डांस वांस करके दिखाते हो दिव्यांका को कि देख लो मेरे स्टेप्स बराबर हैं कि नहीं?
आते वैसे तो घर पे आमतौर पे रिहर्सल.
लेकिन फिर कुछ एक फाइनल एक्ट.
नहीं घर पे नहीं, ऐसे नहीं.
No, in fact, I don't show her unless I need an opinion from her कि देखो ये सही है नहीं है. Otherwise, I keep it a surprise for her. I'd like to show her the end product. Like जैसे कोल एक्ट था वो उनको नहीं पता था, उनको obviously वो एक दिन रिहर्सल पे आते तो उनको थोड़ा सा आइडिया था कि vaguely with that we trying out things. तो but beyond that she didn't know what the choreography looked like, what everything was. So similarly there was another act. The one act I showed to her, my last one that I did, because it's a feel good factor. I've got to have a smile, and there's like we've recreated a retro kind of era, you know. So उसमें I thought जब feel good की बात आती है, when it's like, you know, chemistry and being in love and all of that, I've got a personal mentor here who's excelled in that. So I thought there's no harm in showing her this one and getting some positive feedback.
Yeah. वो होता है. Yeah, and who loves you so intensely, so the feedback will be honest and
Yeah.
detailed also.
Yeah.
So, do you tell Divyanka sometimes to dance and show you some steps? Not for the show. वैसे भी कभी चलो मेरे लिए डांस करो. मैं देखना चाहता हूँ आप इस गाने पे कैसे डांस करते हैं.
ऐसा नहीं होता है, but she is very particular about my lines. Dance lines होते हैं, ऐसे आपके formations जो. So she is always correcting my posture. कि make sure that when you point out like this, it shouldn't look like this, you know. It should be like reaching out, proper. So little things that add value. So she's always constructively telling me something or the other. Okay.
Divyanka, who is the best Bollywood dancer and who is the best Tellywood dancer, if Tellywood is any word?
Best Bollywood dancer should be Hrithik Roshan. How effortlessly he does it.
I agree.
हाँ,
Yeah, I think.
उनके स्टेप्स आसान नहीं होते, पर जब वो करते हैं ना तो लगता ही नहीं वो पानी की तरह बहते हैं.
Okay. Female में?
फीमेल में
I think Katrina Kaif.
yes.
Yeah.
So honestly, मुझे पहले नहीं मालूम था. मैं उनको एक नॉर्मल परफॉर्मर की तरह ही लेती थी until he showed me her performances. और मैंने वो अलग नजरिए से जब देखा, I realized yes, she is one of the best.
It's finesse, it's grace.
वो उनका में कौन सा बहुत अच्छा
Malang.
Malan. That made me fall in love with her. So we love similar stuff, it seems.
Sure.
And Tellywood में है. And now he's traversing to Bollywood, so Bollywood में भी है.
Russell. It's a long road ahead of me. But ठीक है.
Stepping stones पे तो आ चुके हैं हम.
Yeah.
No, but you're doing well, I repeat. And I wish you all the best for all your future assignments. And Divyanka, of course, we want to see so much of you. I don't know where you disappeared, why you disappeared. But I think we'll keep that for some other interview.
Absolutely. वो भी एक कहानी है.
Thank you so much for being on the show. It was lovely talking to you.
Same here. Lovely interacting.
It's
As always.
interacting.
We were looking forward to it.
Thank you.